Frank McCourt Biography. B&B Productions by Brianna Proudfoot and Brooke Batten.
Frank McCourt was born in Brooklyn, New York. Following his sister's death, his family decided to move back to Ireland. He and his siblings grew up in poverty with an alcoholic as a father. They attended schools and churches filled with harsh, mean teachers.
At a young age, Frank McCourt had a severe case of typhoid fever. He got it from dirty, diseased bugs, which he spent 3 months in a hospital in Ireland. He almost died while in the hospital. This experience is what inspired Angela's Ashes. Here is Frank McCourt talking about his experience with typhoid fever.
I had typhoid, yeah. Because there was a lavatory that we all shared in this lane. All the families came and emptied their buckets. They'd use the bucket in the house, in the bedroom, for everything, and then empty it into this lavatory, and it would overflow. And there was waste, dirt, pee, piss, excrement everywhere. Flies, rats, everything were attracted to this lavatory. So. And our door would be open. Our door was catty-corner with the door of this lavatory. We could hear them coming, and we'd say, "Oh, God, shut the door, shut the door. Bonnie Sexton is coming with her bucket." And she had the worst bucket in the lane. We became connoisseurs of this stink. So the flies would go in there, and they'd come in, and they'd settle on the sugar bowl that we had, or when we had jam, they'd be lapping at the jam, and I got typhoid fever out of it. And in those days, they didn't have the medicines, or if they had them, they weren't available to the likes of me. So I spent 3.5 months in the hospital in the summer, which nearly killed me.
In October 1949, at the age of 19, Frank McCourt left Ireland. His ship was supposed to stop in New York City, but instead went up to Albany, New York. He took a train into New York City, where he got a room and found a job at New York City's Biltmore Hotel, making about $26 a week. He sent $10 of it to his mother in Limerick. In 1951, he was drafted for the Korean War and was sent to Bavaria, Germany for 2 years, initially training dogs, but then ended up as a clerk. Upon his discharge from the U.S. Army, he returned to New York City, where he had a series of jobs on docks, banks, and in warehouses. Mr. McCourt wrote many books throughout his life, such as A Couple of Blackguards, Teacher Man, Angela's Ashes, Tis, Angela and the Baby Jesus, and Yeats is Dead.
It was announced in May 2009 that McCourt had been treated for melanoma and that he was in remission, undergoing home chemotherapy. On July 19, 2009, he died from the cancer with meningeal complications at a hospice in Manhattan.
The Frank McCourt Museum was officially opened by Malachy McCourt on July 14, 2011, at Leamy House, Hartstrong Street in Limerick, Ireland. This Tudor-style building was known as the Leamy School, which was the former school of Frank and his brother Malachy. The museum showcases the 1930s classroom of the Leamy School and contains a collection of memorabilia, including school books of the period and old photos, also donated by former pupils of the school.
As well as having a large selection of Angela's Ashes memorabilia, the museum has also recreated the McCourt home as described in the book using period pieces and props from the Angela's Ashes motion picture. The downstairs of the museum houses the Dr. Frank McCourt Creative Writing Center. The museum is run by Limerick artist Una Heaton, who operates a gallery and art school also in the building.